channel. In this video we are going to know about the operating system operations. Okay, so before going to know about the two types of operations, so we will know in brief about the operating system basic structure. Okay, so in the operating system we are having the application, shell, kernel and hardware. Application means it may be a application may be system software or application software. And shell is a command interpreter in an operating system such as Unix and Linux. It is a program that executes other programs. A shell provides ways to interact with the underlying operating system kernel for the user, and it is similar to a fruit with a shell on outside and core kernel on the inside. Next, coming to the kernel. So kernel will act as a brain of the operating system. It acts as a bridge between application and hardware components. If your user runs any application, that can be done with the help of a kernel mode. And suppose I am taking a picture with the camera application in my system and saving it in a secondary memory. Here, capturing the image and saving the picture is done by the kernel. Okay, so let me tell a simple real-time example of the kernel. So that is a banking system. So in a bank, if you want to withdraw amount, then you can't do it directly, right? So we have to fill the details on the form and submit it to the bank employee. Then he will verify and provides the amount. Here, a person cannot directly withdraw, deposit or transfer the amount from his account. A bank employee will act as an intermediate, just as kernel acts as between the user and hardware. So don't get confused between kernel and operating system functions. A kernel is the part of the operating system that mediates access to system resources. It is responsible for enabling multiple applications to effectively share the hardware by controlling access to CPU, memory, disk input-output and networking. An operating system is a kernel plus applications that enable users to get something done. That is a compiler, text editor, window manager, etc. Okay, and next, coming to the next layer, that is the hardware components. Okay, so hardware components like any input output devices, hard disk. Okay, so like that. So this is about in brief about the shell and kernel. So next, coming to the operations of the operating system. So there are two types of operations, that is dual mode and timer. So next one, first one is the dual mode operation. So in order to ensure the proper execution of the operating system, we must be able to differentiate between the execution of operating system code and user defined code. OS supports two modes of operation, that is user and kernel mode. User mode is represented by 1 and kernel mode is represented by bit 0. So when the system is switched on, in the booting process, hardware starts in kernel mode. Then operating system is loaded from secondary memory to main memory and OS starts running. Then the user application gets started in the user mode. So whenever a trap or interrupt occurs, the hardware switches from the user mode to the kernel mode, changing the state of mode bit 1 to the mode bit 0. And whenever OS gains the control of the system, it is in the kernel mode. And kernel mode is also called as privileged mode. The system always switches into the user mode by setting the mode bit to the 1 before passing control to a user program. When the computer system is executing on behalf of the user application, the system is in user mode. However, when a user application requests a service from the operating system via a system call, it must transit from user to kernel mode to fulfill the request. Okay, so this is about the dual mode operation in the operating system. And the next kind of operating system operation is timer. So it is set to interrupt the program from running too long. A timer is set to interrupt the computer after a specified amount of time to prevent a user program from getting stuck in the infinite loop or not calls or not responding to the operating system services. So we can use the timer to interrupt the program from running too long. The timer interrupts the control automatically returns to the operating system. Okay, so this is about the timer and the dual mode operations. And thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment my video. Thank you.